Hello everyone and welcome back to Jessie Kate Creates. Today's video is a project share. I'm going to walk you through a couple cards that I made recently. First, I do want to go over some of the supplies that I used. So the first thing I need to do is show you an old project. Voiceover Jessica here. So a year and a half ago, I had a coworker reach out and ask me to make a Sweet 16 card for her daughter's birthday. I know that her daughter absolutely loves pink, and she shared with me that the theme for the party was Paris. So immediately I knew exactly which paper pad I wanted to use, which you're going to see in just a minute here. So for the card, I had an idea for a trifold card with a see-through shaker panel on the front, which is what you're seeing here. I had to play around a bit with how to make the card. So once I had a loose general idea, I put a prototype together and sent pictures to my coworker. And these are those photos. Unfortunately, I don't have any photos of like the final refined cleaned up card. But I did have to make 2 test cards before I got things right and was able to make the final card. But I really didn't want to throw away those prototypes because I knew I could do something with them. So for the past year and a half, those prototypes have been sitting on the corner of my desk, just kind of taking up space. So I finally decided to do something with them. So there you can see the cutout of those 2 inside panels, and those are what I used to make the cards you're about to see. So back to the video. Okay, so now that you've seen the original card that I took apart, let me show you some other items that I used. For the sentiments, I used this stamp set from Stampin' Up called Picture Perfect Birthday. I love this stamp set, and if you've watched, I think I've used this in some of my other videos, but I've definitely posted cards using this stamp set on my Instagram. I'll have it linked down below. I just love all the sentiments. I think they're super versatile, and I think the little images are really versatile as well. So love this stamp set, and that's what I used for these cards for the outside and inside. For some of the cards, I used these pop-up stickers from Crafters Square. This is a Dollar Tree brand. I got these for $1. I don't know how long ago, but there were some really cute cupcakes that I used from here. And then all the papers you see are from this paper pad. This is Ooh La La. It's a hot buy from Michael's. This paper pad, you guys, I'm not going to do like a full flip through, but I'll show you some of the papers. It's gorgeous. It's super versatile. This is one of the only pattern papers that I've ever loved so much that I bought 2 of the 12 by 12 pads. I bought one, and then a few months later when I saw it again, I bought it again, and I've run through one of the pads, and I'm working on this one now. This is one of the patterns that's used on the cards with those pretty gold foiled hearts and dots. This pattern paper, I cut out some of the Eiffel Towers and florals. But you can see why I love this pattern paper, right? I mean, just gorgeous, 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 really fun and feminine. Cut aparts in here are really lovely as well. So that's the paper pad I used. So now let's dive into the cards. So for this first card, I took one of the panel sections and kind of gently pulled them apart. And this one, like I said before, I took the Eiffel Tower and I cut it out. I also cut out one of those little florals, and I cut out one of the hearts from the cut apart sheet. And I just kind of glued them together in a little collage that I liked and popped them up on foam tape. I added some gold sequins, and I thought this was really lovely, but I wanted to add a little bit more. So with the background paper, it has those little gold dots, but I actually wanted more gold dots. And so in order to do that, I have some sequins. And in this pack, it has the little holes from the sequins, those tiny little dots. And so what I did to add a little extra sparkle and shine onto this card, I actually went through, I don't know if you can tell, and some of the dots I just glued on by hand. Oh, you can tell there because the glue kind of seeped out. But yeah, just to add a little extra gold.
Like I've said, if you've watched my channel before, I'm a little extra with my cards sometimes, but I love the added gold shine and sparkle on this card. And for the inside, I just stamped happiest of birthdays to you and added a strip of pattern paper to tie it all together. The next card is pretty similar. I made another little cluster, popped it up on foam tape. This one I decided not to add any sequins, but I did add those little extra gold dots to add a little bit of extra sparkle and shine. And on this one, I mounted it onto a pink card base, but I finished off the inside the same way. So that's these two, and I thought they were really lovely. I really liked these two. And then next we have these cupcake cards. So here I used those stickers from the Dollar Tree. And initially I thought this was kind of plain because the background was just white. So to spice it up, I went through and all these little gold dots I glued on from that pack of sequins. And I feel like they add just enough to the card. And I really like how this turned out. Same with this one. I just added those gold dots. And with this one, you'll notice when I was originally making the card like a year ago, I ran out of paper, but this was really just a tester, so I decided to go with it. But honestly, I think if you weren't looking, you might not even notice that. So that's this card, and both of them I finished off just by stamping that sentiment on the inside, and I added a strip of pink just to tie it together with the cupcake. This one, I just did the same thing. I like that pop of pink. So there we have it. Those are the 4 cards, and all of these cards were made by repurposing an old project. So I encourage you, look through your stash. What projects do you have that you started but haven't finished, or you started and you lost inspiration? Go back to them and see what you can create with them now with a new, fresh perspective. I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.